there's something very interesting going on. I don't know if people know about the Allen and Company conference. Let's see if we can, media company go to the Allen Company conference every year. Here's a couple of guys you might know visiting the Allen conference. There's, it's really kind of funny. This is Roger Goodell in the kind of the lavender sweater, who's with the NFL, kind of a big guy. And this is Adam Silver, who's head of the NBA, who's kind of a tall, skinny guy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that the leaders of the sports, in America are, almost a mirror of the kind of people that play those sports. But Allen and Company gets everybody together once a year. The media companies come together. And when they come together for that conference, sometimes deals get made because Allen and Company obviously wants to be an advisor, wants to be part of that, but they also want to facilitate getting people together. That was something also, a lesson here that Patrick Bet-David did in the life of PHP. He did an annual business meeting where he brought all of his partners together. There's a lot of life insurance companies that normally would compete with each other in the same room. Now, they don't talk pricing, they don't talk product, but they talk about the industry and they talk about how to make it better. And then Pat was sharing his vision on how he wanted to sell more, expand more, drive more, go more, get more, do more. And up and to the right. And if you know Patrick, when he says up and to the right, he's the guy leading the charge. And you don't have to wait for the graph to go up. He's going to be at the top of it with a rope, pulling the whole company behind him and setting the track. You can do the same thing. So before I get into CNN and Allen and Company, go look at the Allen and Company conference and say to yourself, could I do something similar for my business? Could I bring a few partners together, even if it's just dinner and a 2-hour meeting after dinner? These are things that set you apart from competition. Patrick did it with PHP, annual business meeting. Allen and Company's been doing it for a while with media and big brands connected to media. So you just saw the 2 sports leagues that were there. Well, Allen Company Conference is about to start. It's coming up in just a couple weeks. And you're going to have all these heavyweights coming there. And by the way, everybody that says that they're woke and they're green, taking private jets to the middle of nowhere in Idaho, leaving a hell of a carbon footprint to get there. But nonetheless, once they're there, they're going to be talking about these. And one of the guys is going to be here. Look at this too cool guy right here. Let's go take a look at him. This is, they call him Zaz, but this is David Zaslav, who is the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, and they have had what could only be described as the year from hell with one of their properties, CNN. And I believe, and I'm going to set the forecast here, we're living in a time where people are forecasting what's up with the Fed. People are forecasting what's up with, with interest rates. How does that affect housing? Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? He's going to be there. And I think that they are trying to do a deal to move CNN. And I think it's going to be to CBS. And let me tell you why. If you look at the lineup, at the properties, let's start with NBC. NBC is NBC, they have MSNBC and CNBC. They're set. They've got cable channels, a business-oriented channel, and of course the mothership. They're set. They don't need that. You look at ABC, they got these things going on with Disney, they got a lot of stuff going on, and they're trying to figure things out. So I think Disney, ABC, ESPN got their handful, and frankly, ESPN's been bleeding subscribers, and now they've been bleeding talent. But here you have CBS that really doesn't have, additional plays in what would be the OTT or what you and I might call cable space. CNN under CBS as a rejuvenated play, I think makes a lot of sense. So I think you're going to see it. And if you enjoy watching, the markets and things like this as I do, I think this is very possible. Now, what lesson is in here for us? There's 2 lessons I want to talk about. The first lesson is, number 1, they let things get out of hand at CNN too quickly, way too quickly. Chris Lick was trying to do certain things, and then they had the Trump, debate, which split the staff and the opinion, everything happened. They let it go too on. Now, I think, as I've said, they were too hard on Chris Licht, and I think he was in a terrible position. He walks in when they've got the Don Lemon thing, the Chris Como thing. Chris, you're out. Don Lemon, okay, you're in the penalty box. We're gonna get you some sensitivity training. Remember when he said those things about women over 40? Oh my gosh. So Chris Licht isn't even there that long, and all that stuff happened, and we know what happened, and ultimately Chris Licht left. And he let a magazine, The Atlantic, do this big story on him where he said too much, and they put it in print. So there was some missteps, but it was also kind of a thankless job. Oh yeah, and they were canceling CNN Plus as he walked in the door. So I think CBS could be an opportunity for a fresh start for CNN, do something with it. But nonetheless, I think something's there. There's also rumors that Jeff Zuckerberg wants to get together with private equity, because remember, Jeff Zuckerberg got fired, went to private equity. He's a media expert, really good. Has his time passed? Has he really gone 3 chapters deeper than really is necessary in terms of new vision for the company? Don't know. But he's got private equity money. He wants to come in and see if he can do that. But I think that the Allen Company Conference is going to be very interesting because there's a lot that's going on in media in the United States, and we are about to see a consolidation just like we saw on mobile phones. Do you remember when there was Verizon and AT&T and Nextel and Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile, Sprint, Singular? That was a set not too long ago. And then AT&T got together with Singular, made one big family. You know, Verizon, I think, picked up one of them. Did Verizon pick up Virgin? I don't remember. But Sprint picked up Nextel, then T-Mobile picked up Sprint. I think you're about to see the same thing going on in terms of consolidation in media.